When students are composing multimodal text, you always want them to begin by pre-writing some text and planning out what multimodal elements they will want to include before they begin their project. You want to show them how to bring in graphics. So if they're doing some online searches, safe places, and settings for finding images that are free, how to take pictures of real artifacts themselves is always the best option, and how to upload those to Google Drive or move between devices. And then even how to find videos and upload them. And then what should they do to share that final project? So make sure that you show them special features. And I'd like to just go into a Google document and show you some of those just to make sure you know how to do that. So first of all, I'm sure you know, but if not, that there are now in tools you can find voice typing. This is an amazing option for young children because it means that they don't have to be able to type, and yet they can go ahead and write a project. So if I click it and speak, it will just say, Martin Luther King Jr. was a leader in the United States, period. That's a pretty amazing feature, and that's something your students will be able to use a lot. You should also show them how to use the Explore button, and that allows them to type in their topic. So if it's Martin Luther King Jr., they can click on it and they can find web resources or images, whichever one they want. They can just click and drag, and it will locate it here. And note also that when you click on that picture, it has the source already given. So it inputs the location that was given to cite your source. So that's pretty amazing as well. So those are just a few of the tools that you want to show your students how to use when they are working and writing in online formats. There are a lot of tools that they can use to create multimodal text. If they're using iPads, Kids in Story or Little Story Creator are great. Web-based, Storybird is excellent for starting with artwork and then building a story. I'd like to just show you Story Jumper because it has some amazing options, and you may have used this already, but if you haven't, I want you to at least see it because now it allows you to, we'll just open one, add your voice. And you don't ever have to purchase it for this. You can always share the link. So you would show them how to turn. Then if you click on here, you can listen to the story.
Once there was a big, white, fluffy marshmallow of a dog named Puggy.
So it gives you options. Notice you can also translate to all of those different languages with a touch of a button. So I think those make it fairly amazing. The student can record his or her own voice, and then if I go back, you always have that option to share, and just take that link and share it with anyone at no cost. So Story Jumper is great for web-based. If you haven't looked at Seesaw yet, a number of teachers are using this. It's a great place for your students to take a picture of their work and add a audio recording of themselves talking about what they created and what they learned. So I'll just quickly show you. Here comes just one of my courses that I have set up. I'll show you what can happen when I add a new post. And students can do this very easily. So they can add a photo, a video, a drawing, a web link, a note, any kind of a file. So if I went in and put in a drawing, I can just grab my color and make perhaps a drawing of some sort. And I can erase if I need to. When I like it, I click on that green OK button, and then I can record my voice just by clicking. This is my beautiful spring butterfly. And it's finished, and it's up there and ready to go. When I click OK, that will drop into my course. And so students are able to go in and look at everything that they've saved, and parents can also go in and see that. So just as an example of how students can set up a portfolio. So I would encourage you to think about that. Okay, and Toontastic works well if you want to have them create a graphic story or graphic novel. Now, some digital reading strategies. I've noticed Poplet a few times, just want to make sure you've seen this before. It does allow you to have different colors, so you can color code the information. You can also insert images as you simply create a graphic organizer. And that's a great way to begin. Also, if you're doing reading, you want students to still ask questions. So if they pre-write questions about the text, that helps them self-regulate. Also, if they have a lot of links, it helps them know when they should click and when they shouldn't. Also, how to ask questions and locate information to answer them. And always remember evaluating websites. So Common Sense Media is a great location. And you'll be able to go back and check out all of these sites. So digital writing strategies, again, start with a graphic organizer. Poplet's a great one. There are many others. And have them locate their print and digital sources before they begin writing and pre-create a folder. And they can put in banks of pictures and videos so that using that particular tool that they're using, they'll have everything in one place. And talk about time management. They don't have forever. How long will you give them so they don't spend a lot of time on backgrounds and things? When we go to assess multimodal text, that's a little bit difficult sometimes because you want to give students feedback not only on the content, what they've learned, but also how they put that into a multimodal product. And so these are some rubrics that I developed, and it has ISTE standards, it has the Common Core, and it also has Nebraska standards, and it'll show you kind of what a 1, 2, or 3 might look like, so you can give feedback to your students. And a few resources. Just so you know, I did use Screencastify when I created this project as a screencasting tool. Might be one that you would like to try at some point. So I hope you'll have a good experience this week as you work with your students on reading and writing digital materials, and you have something to share with us all by the end of the week. Have a great week.